We are at in my opinion, a disgusting hellhole facility. This is Steve, this is Mel, and I'm David. I want to welcome you to one of the worst places you'll ever be to. One of the worst places you'll ever see. It's called a slaughterhouse. They kill cows here. Steve is telling
where the majority of people are. All of us at one point would have said we love animals at the same time as paying for them to be exploited.
Yeah, it really smells here. You guys can't even imagine how bad the smell is here. It's absolutely disgusting. So here we are, guys. It says cattle grid. It says fucking cattle grid. This is where they execute innocent cows every single day because people eat their bodies, if you can believe that. It's 2026. This is completely unnecessary. This doesn't need to be done. And so that's why we're out here exposing the truth, the reality of what happens with your food system. And so over here we have Mel and Steve, incredible activists. I don't know if you know who they are. If you don't, you must go over and subscribe to them. I can't even begin to explain to you how bad it smells here. I was just at a slaughterhouse as well with my friend Chip. He's in the chat right now. And oh my gosh, the smell is just at all these places. It doesn't go away. It just stays with you, and you have to realize that smell the entire time. For anybody just tuning in, I'm in the UK, just south of London, at a disgusting, in my opinion, a disgusting hellhole facility that executes innocent animals. It's terrible, it's disgusting. It's 2026. Some of the cows that go into this place are actually still pregnant, if you didn't know. And so I used to be a slaughterhouse inspector. I used to work for the Canadian government. And the things I saw, I can't even explain to you. I grew up with the idea that you had to eat animals, that animals were ours to use, and sorry about that. Were ours to use. That we have to eat animals. So my role was an inspector. I worked for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. I did all the welfare things, supposedly, but the idea that we have to use animals or commodify them, we don't. We actually don't have to do that. So I'm here with my friends Mel and Steve, and we're trying to summarize to you, the consumer, so-called consumer, and explain to you the truth and the reality behind your food system. So this is Steve. I'm not sure if you can see the sign. Guys, please hit like when you come in. Let me know if you can hear me all right. So they've been getting a lot of eyes on these places. My name's David. That's Steve back there. The weather's, it's actually pretty good here comparatively to, say, Canada. Steal dinner? No. I look like a meteorologist? Well, maybe that's the point, right? Maybe we can be reporters. There's so many different ways you can get active for the animals and speak up about what's taking place. Tomorrow we're going to be doing Project Livestream. We're going to be at another disgusting hellhole facility to show the public the truth about what the fuck they pay for, which is violence. In my opinion, it's a violent industry. People turn to drugs, alcohol. They turn to violent crime rates. This has been studied. This has been studied by a lot of people. Hello, sir. Are you aware there's a slaughterhouse here? Yeah, so we're just trying to wake up people to the awareness, the truth about their food system, because we know it's not a necessity. So why would we do that to innocent, sentient beings that want to live just like we do? We have similarities. We can love, we have companionship, all these things, yet we're justifying violence. towards them when we allow them to go into slaughterhouses, and we need more people like you standing up and fighting against what we call the biggest atrocity ever known, ever happening anywhere. So the sign Steve has, and I'm going to point it towards him, is this is a slaughterhouse.
Consumer change, you get behavioural change from the consumer. Now, when that behavioural change is the consumer removing their support for exploiting animals, what happens to the industry? The profit margins drop out.
So what we want to do here is show trucks, show people the connection.
To stop this, and for these animals, it genuinely is life and death. You hold their life in your hand. Now it's up to you. Are you going to squeeze your hand and take their life, or are you going to keep that hand open? Are you going to protect their life?
South of London.
Put one in the chat if you guys are vegan. Put two in the
I
chat
used to
if
eat
you're
animals.
open to this conversation, or lose included.
You can make fun of me all you want. I worked in slaughterhouses. You eat a living to live. You get them unalived for your taste pleasure. Guys, hit 1 in the chat if you're vegan. Hit 2 if you are considering change. Thought about it maybe for some time. And hit 3 if you don't care. So just in a few minutes, Elgin, I'm actually retired, so I don't know why. No thanks. What I do now is I spend my spare time out here, all my time actually out here, trying to show the world that we don't need to do this to Steve's talking about how we're lying. This idea that we can exploit innocent animals when we don't have to. Thank you, Martin.
This can even be that truck's turning up or someone's leaving.
Yeah, if you can explain that, something's happening.
Where's your phone? Can you get that footage up from last week?
Can't hear me, Chip?
No?
At all?
I want to see something.
Really?
Alright, okay. Alright. Guys, one in the chat if you're vegan, 2 in the chat if you're not vegan, but you're open to this conversation. And 3 if you don't care about animals.
It looks like it's working, but I guess it isn't.
This game,
Okay, I'm gonna change out the mic, see if that changes. It might be from the day we were out. Can you hear me from the mic? That's the question. Unemployment benefits? What do you mean? How long have I lived on unemployment benefits? I'm retired. How's this, Chip? Maybe I was up too close to the mic, you were saying? Exactly, Alex, thank you. Pure Joy, if you believe that, then your argument would be to be vegan. Because the animals consume more plants, so you kind of just made up your own point there. As you can see, there's cameras here everywhere. If there's so much to hide, then you're not proud of what you do. You can't be, right? Why don't you just invite everybody in? Let everybody decide. Why not let everybody decide for themselves? Let them decide what they want to do, and let people come in and showcase your beautiful food system.
When they open their eyes this morning, it will be the last time. Because today, when their eyes close,
Did you know there's a slaughterhouse here, sir?
someone will take everything from them.
They kill innocent cows. Can you imagine?
Dairy cows killed
And then there's people in the chat like Bradley who thinks it's a joke. Bradley, why don't you go work in a slaughterhouse? The smell is just unbelievable here. Well, you call them cattle, right? You categorize them to make you feel better about your food choices. Why don't you call them who they are? Individuals. Some are mothers. Sometimes they're pregnant when they go into these places. So, yeah. Well, there is a bird on my hat. It's a blue jay. And I find it ironic that people will support some birds, but they'll eat other birds. It's really, really insane. So I've been vegan for 12 years. We are at a slaughterhouse. I'm with Mel and Steve. We're showing the truth, the reality. How you doing, sir? The reality. There's a neighborhood behind here. There's seagulls back over there. The seagulls, they fly around and they're likely eating the rendered body parts, or the parts that are supposed to go to rendering. And what's crazy about that is people think that's normal to have a bunch of seagulls coming around and eating. Man, the smell, I just can't. Oh my God. I keep moving to try to avoid the smell. Yeah, the birds, the seagulls will go and they'll eat the dismembered body parts. And people wonder, like, oh, how do pandemics start? How does this shit work? Well, it's very clear. It's very clear. Absolute clown. Why am I an absolute clown? There's another word people can use. Well, I didn't say there was a pile of dead bodies indoors. I said there are going to be a pile of dead bodies indoors. Heim badge. I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I used to work for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. I've been on more farms and more slaughterhouses than anybody in the chat, probably combined. So I'm not telling lies. What would I need to lie about? The only industry that's telling lies is this one. It's this one that's telling lies. The one that says you should call individuals cattle or pork or steak. You got to use these words, right? Or claim that animals are living in a free way or whatever like that. It's ridiculous. It's all a lie. I don't need to lie. Of course they do eat discarded. They do the same thing in Canada. They do the same thing at other slaughterhouses in Europe. Why do you think there's so many? There were so many I saw earlier. They're flying around. They're waiting for their chance to grab the so-called body parts that are going to rendering. They'll just go in the top of the truck and eat them. They don't pose that shit. I will collect my pension. Yes, whatever that was. It's not a lot. Unfortunately, yes. Why does that matter to you, Stuart? Are you gonna do an aha thing? I mean, why don't you go work in the slaughterhouse and collect a pension from that? It's a government pension. I work for a couple industries, government industries, so it's a cumulative total. But yes, I had to retire. Do you guys have any real questions for me, or are you guys going to say, guy's never worked a day in his life? What do you mean collect benefits? I paid into the system just like, you know, other jobs, Heim badge. You know how other people put money into their pension from their pay? That's what people do, and then they retire. So you're saying that you don't endorse people retiring or endorse pension plans or stock options or 401ks? That's ridiculous. Sounds to me like you're just triggered because you work in animal agriculture and you feel like I'm a threat to your industry because you guys call animals steak and beef and stuff like that. It seems like you're the one who's triggered. Yeah. Well, whatever your fucking pension is here, dumb fuck. My God. Unbelievable. So you don't have a retirement plan in the UK. No one has a retirement plan in the UK, Heimbach. 0 people have retirement plans in the UK. Unbelievable. That's the mentality, people. To the ones in the room watching that are open-minded, we're trying to explain to you what happens in our food system. These guys want to attack me on a personal level. They want to go at my looks. They want to go at my height, my weight. I was called fat and skinny at one point, saying these things, you know, and that's why I have to have mods, because people just talk shit, right? And so here's the thing. We don't have to do this. We're teaching the public that they don't have to do this. I've been vegan for 12 years. I've been inside these places, many of these places, and seen what happens. So my grandpa raised, what's the huge difference, Brad? Your dad brought the cows to these places. They were still executed for needless products. We don't have to eat animals, right? It's just for money. And then, you know, here we go, like calling people names. Like, these aren't arguments, people. Why don't you argue for your food system? Why don't you be transparent and open the doors? Let us see the truth on the inside. Let us come in, because you'll never do it, right? Just like you won't let us go into farms, just like you want to make up these laws to protect activists from trying to simply put a camera, a mirror, onto these places. It's insane. So down in the description, there is the 3-minute movie challenge. It's been posted before. Watch that. You'll be able to access the resources there. If you have any dietary questions, we have free plant-based dietitians. We can provide you with meal plans, all free. We just want people to wake up and stop using and torturing, abusing animals. Yeah, and these aren't jobs, by the way. They use marginalized communities here. They use individuals who would never work in a slaughterhouse unless if they had to. This is the last choice people would have. Is that a truck? There's a truck coming. Maybe not. Maybe that's a garbage truck. Sorry for the up close and personal there. How many animals died? So, the great, what do you call yourself? The great white Charlie. How many avocados are used at Super Bowl time? 144 billion to be approximate. So if you want avocados to stop being grown in certain ways, why don't you go to the Super Bowl and get it banned, or tell them to ban guacamole, because 144 billion avocados are used at that time. Well, what are you talking about avocados for? If that's your concern, I mean, you act as if vegans are the only ones even out eating avocados. If you have a concern, go do something about it. Don't talk to a vegan about it. You don't have to eat avocados, do you? It's not mandatory. Like, again, to the open-minded people in the chat, this is what people do. They try to misdirect you. They try to point you in a different direction to claim, oh, you know, you can do this instead, or why don't you stop using avocados, or plants have feelings, or we're lions, or appealing to all these ridiculous issues. No. How about you go stop eating avocados if you think that's a problem? But how about you just leave innocent sentient beings off of your plate? Like, amazing. That's just one stat, dude. Well, so what? Then why are you asking me about avocados? You know we can eat other products, right? Charlie? Oh, here we go. See now this is it, right? So maybe I don't eat avocados. Maybe there's vegans that don't. Maybe there's vegans that do. Who cares? What's your point? What's your fucking point, dude? Like, come up with a real argument. See, there you go. I've got bacon and sausage. This is what they do. So they minimize the individual. They call them a product or a thing. They can't call them pigs. They can't call them individuals that want to live, had an experience, all these things. They just call them products because this guy can't individualize a person because he can't admit that what he does is wrong. Because if he does, then he has to admit he's done monstrous things to innocent beings, and you can see the link in the description there. Martin's going to post it, I'm sure, again. Go to one of these places. Go to a kill floor. See the truth. Go see what happens in these places. Go see. Go smell them. Well, see there you go, Brad. And this is the other thing. So Brad says get a real team. The Jays didn't pay for their all-star team like the Dodgers did, and they still pushed them right to the end. So nice try. There's the 3-minute link in the description here, guys. Please hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, turn on the notification bell if you guys want to support me. Links in the description. Also go over to It's at Mel and Steve. Incredible advocates out here all the time. They're getting hundreds of thousands of views. It's crazy. Never seen anything like it. Yeah. Just triggered. I know, it's kind of fun. Jake, I hope I don't look like I eat rotten animal carcasses, because why would I do that? That's fucking disgusting. I don't want diseases like cancers, stuff like that. You know, like, it's funny when people talk about bacon, right? A class 1 carcinogen linked to colon cancer. Also, like, look up porcine epidemic diarrhea, and also look up a cold cough or a wet cough. These animals all get coughs. They live in the shed. They're living in their own feces. Some of them are confined, some of them aren't. They all develop coughs. They're given drugs. They're given antibiotics. Like, all these things. Absolutely fucking disgusting. And you're eating that shit. Welcome swine influenza. You know, they also have parasites. They have other diseases, many of them. They're cut out on the kill floor. Even in the bodies that have, like, say, a tumor, that tumor will be cut out. They're still going to put that into the food chain. So you're going to eat an animal that did have cancer or a tumor. And you guys are like, yummy. Talking about hot dogs. Go see the process. Just fucking go to a slaughterhouse kill floor. Watch the process. I have to laugh at you because I'm sure you would vomit. I'm sure you would vomit. Most people have never been on a kill floor. Most people never would go on a kill floor. And you're putting minorities and immigrants and refugees, all the people that are minorities, go into these places because you guys won't do it yourself. And if you saw what took place, you'd probably live vegan like myself.
Yeah. It's constantly that way.
Jake, I'd love to hear your talk. Number 1 in the chat if you're vegan. 2, if you're someone considering change. 3, if you want to carry on the status quo.
Dairy cows don't die for milk, silly.
Coca doesn't have a job. He's been on all my streams. What job do you do, Coca? Let me guess, you exploit animals. That's not a real job. jacked up. Jacked up on hormones, antibiotics and drugs. Great job. Moral manipulation. Why, Alex? It's just the truth. It's the reality. Is that all you got to say, Ozark? Does that justify you being a monster to innocent animals? How am I a moral hypocrite, Alex? Let me guess. Crop dads. Like, come up with a real excuse, bro. It's pathetic. Yeah, lots of people go vegan, bro. Lots of people go vegan. So even if one person goes vegan, that equals possibly up to 20,000 animals over a lifetime. Look at this. All caged up, making sure the animals can't get out, right? How pathetic is that? Be transparent about your food system. What are you afraid of? These weird comments. Oh, camp track. So you actually believe in human rights? I bet you don't. Because you put marginalized human beings into slaughterhouses? You put them into slaughterhouses, so you don't really care about human rights. If you did, you wouldn't do that to a fellow human being, to suffer PTSD, turn to drugs and alcohol, increase violent crime rates. Also in this industry, well, no shit, because you're either molesting animals or you're killing them. So yeah, it makes sense that there's more violent crimes happening as a result. Just look at the chats, man. Look at some of the conversations in the chat. Absolutely insane. So if you're just tuning in, this is a slaughterhouse. This is a place where they take the lives of innocent animals. Cows, I think, mostly come here, maybe sheep. They shoot mother cows in the face. They use what they call a captive bolt gun. And sometimes they shoot them multiple times. There's a big failure rate. And they say that immobilizes the animal and it's better for them. Yeah, is it though? Is it really better for them? No, it's really so the human doesn't get hurt when they're shooting them. So that the animal is immobilized. Truck! So this is why we're here, guys. How fast they move. Really afraid to show the truth, right, buddy?
Get your phone. Getting the other phone up so I can see the sun's right in my eyes. Bear with the shot 1 second.
Shameful.
Can you see the sun in there?
Yeah, no, I can see from your screen.
Okay, guys, so look, like these cells and that in that small holding trailer. So when everyone says, "Oh, small holding's better, local free range," this is that. Okay, in this trailer right here, the trailer actually looks a bit too small for the unloading here as well. So we're going to see how he unloads these poor animals who are about to go into their death. They're about to be killed inside this slaughterhouse. So this is what I was saying earlier, is that they will be forced into a lairage where it's like a waiting room, a horrible dungeon-like waiting room, where they'll be able to hear the other cows crying, smelling their blood, and they'll be forced into something called notebooks. So we'll have a bolt gun them in the head, which they can't do in here. They're incompetent to do this in this facility, which you'll be able to see from the animal way report on the FSA breaches here. Even if it was done well, it's still wrong. You shouldn't ever be stabbing someone, oppressing someone, using somebody to leave them alone and leave them. So we just got Pit and Monster, thank you for your super thanks. The organic veg farmer here, we grow rabbits, eggs, birds, and insects to bring organic veggies to your market. Wait,
Sorry, yeah.
Imagine someone giving a super chat.
I know, to
To-
tell everyone who are disgusting person.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You don't have to do that.
Sorry, can you tilt the phone? That's it, perfect.
We know farmers who farm plants without killing animals. That's vertical farming. In fact, there's even an old underground station where they use hydroponics to farm plants without killing anyone. You don't need to do that. There's other ways to farm plants without harming animals. But there is no good way you can farm animals. Farming animals, in my opinion, is outright slavery. It's outright slavery and it's premeditated murder. Oh, stinks.
Oh, the
Once
smell.
these cows get unloaded, please put the green hearts in the comment section for these animals. These are their last moments of life right now. These absolute, in my opinion, slaves on this slave truck are about to be unloaded into this lurid, horrific. How could we do this? As humans, how could we do this to animals? Can you see right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's okay. I'm just jumping in on you guys here.
We have with us as well David, an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. He used to inspect these places, and what David said is that a lot of the dairy cows he was seeing would still be pregnant when they come off the slaughter. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So many dairy cows are still pregnant. There's an actual percentage of them, but they don't talk about it enough. They kind of like really hide the truth, the reality of it, because obviously like nobody wants to think about that as well. But it's absolutely the truth. It's absolutely what takes place.
Yeah, you guys, someone who used to work on the inside of what he has seen. These mothers going here pregnant. How disgusting. It's absolutely awful. How terrified as well. There's actually stories of mothers who escaped and saved their babies. Like the story of Matilda who escaped the farm and saved her babies, and now she's at a sanctuary. And that's because good people live. She took the bravery to try and escape, and she succeeded. But the farmer wanted her back so they could take her babies and send her babies to a gas chamber at 6 months old. Yeah, that's what happens to baby pigs, piglets in the industry. When you're eating bacon and sausages, you're eating someone's baby. You're eating a piglet that was likely gassed in a gas chamber. Over 88% of pigs are gassed in gas chambers here in the UK. Watch Pigment on Amazon Prime and you can see the reality.
Yeah, guys. So once again, we are at a disgusting hellhole facility called a slaughterhouse. I'm with two amazing activists, Mel and Steve. And how do I sound ignorant? I'm an agricultural inspector. I worked for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency for over 15 years. So what's so ignorant about what they're saying? What they're saying is the truth. It's the reality. It's the truth of your food system. And people want to say, oh, you're arrogant, or oh, get a job, or oh, all these things. But they don't want to confront the truth, right? And some people do care, Anthony. A lot of people do care. And if someone changes, that could save 5 to 20,000 lives. So 5,000 to 20,000 lives is well worth it. And we see a lot of people changing. A ton of people change. You may not be open-minded. You might hate animals. You might have always hated animals and think they're lesser than, but you don't have to. Absolutely disgusting. The smell alone. And I'd invite any one of you to come visit one of these places. Just walk up to it, smell it, see if that's something that you enjoy or something you'd enjoy being a part of. Because that's exactly what takes place here, is death and torture and violence, in my opinion. Well, veganism isn't a diet, though, just so you're aware. You might have been a plant-based chef, but it's not a diet.
Animal have a
crazy.
central nervous system. You'll never be able to do that. When you look at the
Disgusting.
children, they run up.
Places need to be shut
They
down,
run up.
banned, closed.
And an apple, they would eat the apple.
Well, Anthony, you're not in my DMs. I see a lot of people changing. I have stats to prove it. If you want me to show you, I can show you that. And so that means lives are saved. So, like, you're not doing anything. Well, if you save a life, you save a life. What are you doing? You're in a live stream. You're bitching and moaning about me being out here. What are you doing, Anthony? Let me guess. You troll people. You're miserable in your own life. You come here and this is what you fucking do. Fake stats. How's it fake? When people fill out surveys, when people message you and say, thank you, I'm vegan now. How's that fake? Are they lying now? This is to the open-minded people in the chat. This is what people do. All right, I'll change the mic. What the fuck is going on? Does that do anything, Tom? Truck. There's another truck. Yeah. Does that change anything? I don't know what the hell's going on with my mics. See how fast they turn in. Let's see some of this shit in there. Look at the cows they have on the back. Get a job. I'm retired. No thanks. Guys, can you hear me? Let me know if my mic's back or not. I can't believe I'm gonna have to get fucking new mics. Like, what the hell? This is a disgusting truck. Thank you, Martin. I'm picking up on the mic. There's a bunch of cows in here. They look like dairy cows. Some of them will be pregnant. And can you imagine? You can hear me, Tones? Or... Martin said he could hear me. I'm retired. Why would I get a job? Doesn't make sense. It's fucking annoying. Okay. And all the fucking clowns trying to pretend that they can't hear me too. Amazing. Any luck now? So annoying. Still phone. Okay. It must be my transponder. Something's off. You know, there's a slaughterhouse here. Does it matter to you? I can't imagine being so triggered like some of these people. It's amazing. Yes, slaughterhouse. Why does my mic not like me? Why don't you go work in there? Maybe you'd like shooting mother cows in the face and cutting their babies out of them. Sounds like it's up your tree. Seems like something you'd love.
It means that this place was due a visit within 3 months, as there was major non-compliances and minor non-compliances that needed attention. Now, when we check the data set, which is on the episode...
Oh, do you? Well, then you're suffering from probably trauma. Do you kill them? Bud? Beat? Bud? I work at a chicken factory, bud. Yeah, I seen what employees do to the chickens in those places, bud. See what you do. Lots of different things. You don't have to eat animals at all to live, to survive.
The consumer believes in humane killing. The consumer believes in great tractor certification. The consumer believes in the RSPCA.
I hope the reasonable people in the chat are taking a look at what these people are saying, and just look at how they're talking and reacting. Look at what they're saying. See if that's something that aligns with you, being like those guys.
Now, red tractor certification, the RSPCA short logo, the FSA needs to be held.
Then why are you here, Charlie? Leave. I don't care what the public thinks we're idiots. Oh my God. I think that fucking matters. Like, the public thought people that were against slavery were idiots too. Should they stop? Should have they stopped? The public thought that people fighting for women's rights were crazy. So does that mean they should have stopped, Charlie? It's people, man. Like, oh, so, but you're okay with black people having rights then? So women shouldn't have rights. Is that what you're saying, Charlie? Listen, everyone in the chat, listen to what Charlie's saying. He's saying that women shouldn't have rights. So they should be actually, can we eat women too? Should we factory farm them as well? Is that what you're saying, Charlie? Let's factory farm women and eat them as well, because women shouldn't have rights. Amazing. That's how far people go. Majority rules. There we go. Yeah, the majority had slaves, or they were okay with slavery, right? That was okay though, right? By your standards? It's fucking unbelievable. Thank you for Free Toronto. Go subscribe to For Free Toronto, guys. Oh my god, the smell here is just fucking unbelievable. You pray for me? How about you just be vegan, live vegan, and leave the animals alone? How about that? You don't need to pray for me.
When you control someone's surroundings, when you control the time they sleep, the time they wake up, when you control the movements, where they go, where they're confined to me that's...
Yeah, well, David, do you think women should have rights? Do you think black people should have rights? Or do you think, like Charlie, that they shouldn't have rights? Or wait, was it just women, Charlie? I can't remember. Unbelievable. Yeah. You know, there's a slaughterhouse here. Yeah? What about vegan though? Guy says he's vegetarian longer than I've been alive. Lefty. Whatever politics you want to say I am, that's fine. I don't really subscribe to politics, but look at this shit. They gotta like cover shit up. They gotta have like, so the animals don't get out, right? So they can fuck them up. They can shoot them, kick them, cut out their babies. That's what happens. In that truck there, right there. That truck right there. There's mother cows in there. Soon they're gonna get shot in the head. They're gonna have a knife jabbed at them while a chain is wrapped around their ankles. They're gonna have their skin ripped off their face. And babies cut out of them. From marginalized people, right? That's what you're doing, or you're paying for, if you support this industry. Increased violent crime rates, drug, alcoholism go up because of these places. Pandemics. But hey, who cares, right? You gotta have your sandwich. But y'all are gonna be the first ones going to the hospital, lining up and crying, saying, why did I get avian influenza through a cow? Right? Yeah. You'll see. And I'm going to be the first one to say, I told you so. You caused avian influenza, you caused swine flu, you caused all these epidemics because you can't fucking think for 2 seconds outside of your little trivial pleasure. Trichina, mad cow disease, all the diseases, where do they come from? No, but let's confine animals. Let's put them in this place. Yeah. Also fish. I used to test fish. I used to bring their bodies to a lab. You think you think it's possible to even test that amount of fish? Fucking mental. your little addiction to animal products is gonna wipe out the world. And you say you love your family, you love your loved ones, all these things. No, you don't. No, you don't. You come on my stream, or you mock the vegans, or you make fun of them. You'll see. You'll see, and I'll be the first one to say, hey, great job. Good job, guys. Congratulations. You did it. When people are dying in the street from avian influenza, congratulations. Good job. Great job, guys. Yeah, there you go. David's going to be the first one. David claims he loves his family, everybody in his family, but his purchases are creating environments that create pandemics, avian influenza, swine flu. Good job, David. You really love your family. Yeah. Steven, the same thing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, it'll never happen, Austin. Why do you think all the cows were getting avian influenza and all the mammals were? You'll see. Nations like in India and Asia, they're opening up factory farms. They don't have anywhere near the same biosecurity that we do. You'll see. You'll see. Gonna wipe us all the fuck out. You guys thought the last one was bad? I worked in a pandemic response in 2014. People were fucking afraid. Inspectors were terrified to go to these farms where rats were eating the live, almost dying bodies of birds. 6-week-old birds who couldn't lift their own body weight because humans have genetically engineered them to make them like Frankenstein. And you eat that shit. People wonder why we have a health crisis. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why people have disease or they're ill or all these things. Yeah. What am I talking about? What do you mean? Do you think killing animals doesn't have consequences? You think people just kill animals and they're normal to go home every single day? You think that's normal? Go look it up. Don't take my word for it. Guys, hit 1 in the chat if you're vegan. Hit 2 if you're someone who's open-minded, who doesn't want to cause avian fucking influenza to wipe us out. And hit anything else if you're someone who doesn't really actually care and thinks it's okay that humanity gets wiped out by a fucking pandemic. Mothers. Some of them are still pregnant. Shame on you if you're paying for this to happen. Shame on you. Well, clearly you don't care, so why are you here? Why don't you get over the fence, Anthony? Does that make a lot of sense? Would me being in jail make a lot of sense? Fucking mental. Educate me. Sure. Yeah. Maybe you'll catch avian influenza. Right? That's pretty sad, Karma. That's pretty sad. Good. Don't choke, though. I mean, I wouldn't want that to happen.
I say one, I'll be vegan. Because I wouldn't want to send anyone in there. I would refuse it.
Oh, the smell.
Never be doing this to animals. I went vegan because 26 years of my life.
What do you mean,
I was like,
Ronald
you guys,
from
I
McDonald's?
love animals.
Veganism is a philosophy, it's not a diet. You could literally eat potato chips and be vegan. Wow, good observation, Surfboard. Thank you. No, David, that's ridiculous. Smell this place. Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah. This guy agrees. You know, there's a slaughterhouse here. There's a slaughterhouse here. That's the smell. You ever smell it? That truck there, they're killing cows. Yeah. Yeah, so you see the sign there. And then sometimes they're still pregnant, killed, their babies are cut out of them. It's awful. All right, live vegan. Don't get E. coli. Oh wait, you might. They don't put that on the label though. You might get E. coli. Just saying. Heads up, Steve. You just might get E. coli. I can't guarantee you that you won't. Blah, 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 blah. That's the death truck. The mother cows are probably out of there now. Fuck, man. It's one thing that you can't get out of your nose is the stench. Fucking reeks. You're here to mock me, block me if you want. I mean, if you want to be blocked, David, sure. Seems like, well, what an interesting life you have. Really interesting. Look at, they even have little like shredded spikes on the gate. Shredded spikes on the gate. That's how much they want the animals to stay in, so they can't escape. They can't even fight for themselves. And then there's humans in the chat right now who mock them. You mock innocent animals that can't defend themselves. Amazing. Can't fight someone your own size. Yeah, I agree. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said size, but I think you get what I mean. Vegan isn't a diet. How dumb are you, David? David, you've come here so many times and you say the same shit over and over and over and you still don't know what veganism is. It's amazing. And Tone just put it in there for you. Or sorry, Soy Daddy. Can you imagine? They say they have guard dogs. They have guard dogs that they protect and keep. And then they have cows that they execute. Dogs they keep and they treat like great. Cows they execute. And then they get triggered about cameras. So one, there's another camera there. 2, 3. What are you trying to hide? What are you trying to hide? Keep the workers safe? What am I doing to the work? If I wanted to jump over the fence, I could go over the fence, but why would I do that? That doesn't change anything. Doesn't change anything. Thank you, Martin Tone. The reason they got so upset with us at slaughterhouses is because they have to stop. Because they're afraid to keep the doors open for us to film. They don't have guard dogs. They just have a sign up saying they do. Peter, there's lots of people that went vegan. On my friend's stream right now, they have hundreds and hundreds of people watching. So yeah, even if just one person goes vegan, that's good enough for me. I could save 5,000 to 20,000 lives over a lifetime. So why not? Why wouldn't I do this? Rudy, I used to eat animals all the time. I worked in slaughterhouses too while I ate animals, and I changed, so why the fuck would I do that now of knowing that I don't have to eat animals? That makes no sense. Code fake stats. Yeah. Anthony, it seems like you fall in the flat earth category. You want to eat baby cows. Amazing. It's a mentality we're dealing with, people. I don't know what you mean, MK83. This is about slaughterhouses. If you want to search for a partner, if you're looking for someone to be gay with, that's fine, but that's not what we're here for, so maybe you should go seek out an app or something like that. Anthony, on average, oh my God. Okay, Anthony, I'll slow it down for you. On average, the regular consumer is going to eat between 5 to 10,000, maybe 20,000 animals over a lifetime. 100, 200, 300 animals per year. Use your math skills. It's okay. You're allowed to think every once in a while. Maybe you have too much cholesterol in the brain. It's okay to think once in a while. Like, I know you hate animals, you want them to be tortured, confined, and abused for you. I get it. But, no. Yeah, up like Trump 24. Okay. Sure, buddy. If you'd like, we can debate the topic of veganism and ethics. We have a link in the description where you can go and talk to vegans alike, and let's see who's smarter. No, you weren't, Deborah. That makes no sense. I was 38 years vegan. Sure you were, buddy. Also, God would never put human beings into slaughterhouses, nor would they put animals into slaughterhouses, so seems like you must like lying about your God. Frank, every time I go in the streets, I see a fucking truck like this. That is a protest for eating meat. Are you like what? Why do you think we should have more drug addicts, more alcoholics, Frank? Do you think we should continue to do that? Guys, double tap the screen. Hit 1 in the chat if you're vegan. Hit 2 if you're someone considering change. Hit 3 if you're a total loser, animal abuser. Civil war? There won't be civil war. It's just going to be a bunch of people that wake up, they change their minds, and they start living vegan.
Moral issue first. The laws are based off of morals. So morality doesn't equal legality.
No, we don't.
Legality doesn't equal morality.
You're told to eat what you eat, and you also put vegetables on your animal products and cook them.
Would you then go and do it? Or would your
Yeah.
inner compass, your moral compass tell you, no, I shouldn't be forcing
I'm
myself to
retired,
someone else
thanks,
because I'm now
but,
creating a
you know,
victim. Exactly what's happening here. Just
666
because legally this
TVO.
happens, when
What do you
get
do
to
for a living,
supermarket or to the
TVO?
horse racing
I'm
track or
retired. I can do whatever the fuck I
a
want,
fashion
right?
show, whatever it may be,
You don't
are
think people
saying,
should be retired?
I want to exploit that individual
That's
as a
weird.
victim. The dairy industry turned me vegan. The reason why is because I saw a dairy cow having her throat slashed open.
You're a loser. Oh no, I'm a loser. I was called a loser.
Only run the whole time.
A loser.
Paid them to run. Their supply and demand. The people move for the demand, and that supply chain has to drop. The profit margins drop out, and these whole things stop. So you have the power to end this. The power to stop this is in your hands. This is why we use that. The only way to save these animals is by you taking.
I swear you are. I don't even understand. Dude, I swear you are so aspect words. Gosh, go vegan if you want to have your beliefs or whatever. Molly, maybe rewrite what you said, because that, like, I don't know what the fuck you were saying. Bye, Caleb. Oh, channel ban. Lucifer. Channel ban as well? Oh, you're lucky. Soy Daddy timed you out. I was about to do the ban. No, Jackaroo. I don't eat mothers. That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, exactly, Nathan. If you don't like it, there's the fucking door. Go to the next stream. I don't care. It's kind of hilarious that my account grew so much. I've had 1.7 million in views, and it's basically from the trolls helping push up the algorithm. Okay. All the meat eaters, the guys who hate animals, are the ones who help me get out to more people, which is amazing. It's fucking incredible. Hilarious, by the way. And so, eventually, when I get a big enough following, I'm just gonna ban all you fucking idiots, and then we'll have a much lovely flowing stream with open-minded people, not the psychopaths who kill animals every day, like the hunters The hunters are really the ones you gotta watch out for. They're fucking... And maybe some of the farmers, they kind of molest the animals too. Like, in my opinion. Bone mass, vegan seed, like TVO, I'll guarantee you, TVO is either a hunter or they are a farmer. 100%. See? Can't even talk. Hunters are awesome. Yeah. You just enjoy having more psychopaths in society. Wonderful. Mary, maybe you should stop drinking during the day. Yeah, Scotty, right there. Right? You should watch a video. It's called What Killing Animals Does to Your Brain. It's on YouTube. You can see that you move from empathy to apathy and maybe to psychopathy. Same with some of these others here. Absolutely, Frank. Why would anybody hunt? It's for the thrill of the kill. You want to give people who enjoy killing a path to killing? That's smart. Aw, Anthony. Is that all you got, Anthony? Is that it? So, Anthony, do you work on a farm or do you kill animals yourself? Or both? You notice how some people say, like, they bring up like preferences, sexual preferences. It's kind of weird that some people do that, right? Like, we're at a slaughterhouse, we're talking about animals, and then these supposed big men, whatever they are, they bring up sexual preferences. Could it be that there's some of the farmers who molest the animals? Is that's what happens? Amazing. Austin, remember, like, I don't know, like 5 minutes ago, I don't know if you remember, that's a long time ago, maybe for some people. So like 5 minutes ago when we discussed the fact that if one person goes vegan, that could be thousands of lives saved. Do you remember that conversation, or was that just like something you can't remember? All right, Lucifer. Well, thanks for coming out. Anthony, you want out? Because I can ban you as well. You think it's funny? Why do you hate animals, dude? It's a bunch of cowards. 1.7. Thanks. Thomas, thanks for the tips. We do go to schools. We go to do street outreach. We do all sorts of things. If you want to do that yourself, then why don't you do it yourself? Roger, like put together a sentence. If it was a slaughterhouse full of dogs, would you say anything different? Like, would you eat dogs? Would you be okay if we killed dogs and ate them? Who's blocking trucks? Where? Thomas, you have meat-eating teeth? What does that even fucking mean? Thomas, how much time have you spent in slaughterhouses? Do you think it's good to normalize violence in societies? So, wait. You know that other animals have incisors? Like gorillas? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here, Vanessa. What's the problem with that? If you saw the shit that I did, you saw the tortured animals that I did, and worked in an investigation unit like I did, yeah, you'd probably be out here too. Yeah, what if a gorilla's not hungry? Also, do gorillas typically just go eat animals? Or do they eat plants? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, exactly, Anthony. Anybody who eats animals and knows what happens is an NPC, 100%. I have a video coming out to show you exactly just that. Maybe I'll name it Video on Anthony. Yeah. Thank you. Get a thumbs up there. There's a guy who's driven around back and forth like 4 times to honk his horn at us. It's probably Anthony. Oh, Anthony, you're never gonna get anywhere if you're sitting here fucking fighting people defending animals. I mean, that's like the lowest tier human being you could ever be, honestly. Like, out of all things you could be doing in your life, even if you thought we had to eat animals, why wouldn't you want people defending animals, even in a welfarist mindset? No, you're sitting here talking shit to me. Unbelievable. Someone who's fucking like literally traumatized from working in slaughterhouses, and you're at me? Like, shut the fuck up. Don't spam, Nate. Spam or be banned. We have a very, very tight policy on that here. Oh, Austin. So all gorillas murder all other gorillas? It always happens? Oh my gosh, dude. What's the answer? What are you asking, Nate? If you didn't spam, maybe I would answer. What are you talking about, bee suffrage? If you don't understand what the definition of veganism is, then I don't know how I can help you. Maybe ask what veganism is. Then we can help you out. Thank you, Karina. You can leave if you don't want to hear my voice. I lost my voice a few days ago, so. Billy Bong. Billy Bong? I followed my family. My grandparents worked in it. My great aunt. She used to throw up on the kill floor, by the way. My mom, my uncle, my grandfather became an inspector. My uncle became an inspector, and I just followed suit. And then 12 years ago, I learned that I could live without eating animals, so I changed. And now I'm here to tell the truth about what happens with our food system. I think Austin and Anthony have something going on. Well, not necessarily slaughterers. I don't think my grandma or my aunt or my great aunt ever killed. Neither did my uncle. So my mom killed a few chickens, and yeah. What does that even mean, Alvin? You ran my channel through AI. What does that mean? How am I a hypocrite, Anthony? I thought we had to eat animals, right? But we don't. TVO, you could care less about humans working in slaughterhouses. What do you mean standing beside your brothers and sisters? You want like people literally to suffer drug and alcoholism just so you can eat babies' flesh. And I'm the crazy one? Why would I support Bill Gates? What does that have to do with anything? Jerry, look up porcine epidemic diarrhea. Go visit the pigs in a sanctuary. See if you feel the same. Are you okay with people eating dogs? Nikki, would you say 42 days old is like a baby? Or do you think it's not? Would you say 6 months old is a baby? Would you say 3 months old is a baby? Or is that not? How isn't that a baby? What's the solution? Veganic and vertical farming. Precision fermentation's coming as well. So I just saw a stat today that it's 580 times the amount of subsidies are given to the cow and sheep industry compared to plant-based farming. So reverse the subsidies and we'll switch to a plant-based food system. Very simple. How is it their culture? Please explain. What's their culture? You're basically using marginalized communities to take lives every single day. You're using immigrants, refugees. Sometimes you're putting children into slaughterhouses by trafficking them into them. They get workplace injuries. They suffer with pathogens like E. coli, Salmonella, Campylobacter. So, yeah, that's what fucking happens. So, why would you do that? Why would you create that fucking environment for people? Why would you do that?
How you doing? Oh, it's up to your one.
But are you still going?
Yeah, we're done, but it just like went.
Right.
So, but it's up. We can stay there and do.
No.
Don't need to eat. I don't need a doctor's permission to stay in my diet. No, you don't. You just need morals.
Yeah. Lynn's vegan.
Who's that?
Lynn is vegan.
Amazing. Yes, Lynn.
No, he gets government aid. No, I don't. I'm retired. Thank you. Government aid? I mean, even if I did, who cares? Why does that change the truth, Anthony? Anthony's been trolling the whole time.
Andy, why are you a troll?
Anthony hates animals, I think.
Like, that's so weird. Like, is your brain not developed? How old are you? Like, how old are you? Because like anyone who does have a brain and a heart and a central nervous system doesn't do this to animals, especially wouldn't mock them or be a troll. Like, how much of a loser do you have to be to actually come on and troll someone who's trying to defend animals for being stabbed in the throat and killed? Like, that makes you a really weak, low-life person. I hope you do better. Hi, Lynn. It's so weird. Like, and in real life, you wouldn't be like that. You just hide behind a screen.
Yeah, exactly. Anthony's all big behind the screen, right?
Yeah, like a big baby writing words.
Big words from Anthony. Okay, guys, let's switch this way. Have the sun in the background. My voice is gone too, if you can't hear.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for being here, guys. The voice is gone. Appreciate it. Stay tuned tomorrow for Project Livestream. We're going to be at several slaughterhouses all over the world, same time. So if you want to turn on the notification bell, if you want to support me, in the description, there's a link there. Also, go to the 3-minute movie challenge. And yes, I'm retired. Look at me, I'm retired. Isn't that amazing? So I'm retired. I don't have to work, so I can be out here at disgusting health facilities like this. So we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Tune in for Project Livestream. Get involved, get active. Thank you, Matthew. We'll see you guys tomorrow.